Bring my mic in. So the time has come. Just quickly showing you for some reason that my Betfair has given me that £150 balance. Now I've requested to have it changed, but to date, haven't got a response over the last couple of days, so don't know what's happening there. But anyway, let's get over onto VPS. Here we go. So if you were on last night, you would have seen that I had said I wasn't sure if I was going to run it on my PC or a VPS. I went for the VPS. And yes, it's in simulation mode, but I was waiting to put it in real mode for everybody. In case you've just tuned in this channel or this stream and thought, all right, no, he's still in simulation mode. No, we're going to change that now. So simulation mode off. We're now in real mode. Scary times. Yeah, so I've decided to keep the horse ones in to make it a bit more interesting. So I'll keep an eye on them as they go. Okay. They're not part of the main ones I was going to, but I just didn't want to have everything on the greyhounds, putting all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. So I've added them in. Also added in these free strategies that I was looking at over the last couple of days. Nowhere near enough data on these, okay? Nowhere near enough data. But I said I'm going to run it for now to see. I'm pretty comfortable with the staking plan. Famous last words. So I'll keep an eye on them. What I do have set is an overall max loss. So if something does go wrong, I will never lose that much. Then I think I've got it set to £80 max loss. So if one strategy does run away with it when I'm not looking, it'll stop. Especially because these ones are kind of, they're still very new. Let me change that because my OCD's kicking in there because there we go. There's a space. We're in real mode. Let's go start them all up. And we will watch our first race live to see. It's at 10:32. So we've got 4 more minutes before that starts. Sort of self-explanatory what I'm going with some of these. The thing is, you're covering quite a few of the same results, but doing it in a different way. So we'll see how it works. These ones here I'll maybe do for the first day. What's that? 4-7 I've got there. I'll run for the first day and we'll see how we get on in real mode. But these top 4 here, they were the main ones that we're going to go with. Again, I have it also set that if it gets to, I think it's £30 max profit, it pauses everything. Because we want to get in and get out, and that's the plan. I still only have, I think it's like, I still have to add that 180 into the account. So I do have about 800, is it? I'll go check. No, 700. I've got 700. We'll go back over onto. Oh, why is this not working? There we go. So complicated when you're trying to do this with only one monitor. I miss having 2. So there you can see, hopefully. Yep, £709, and then I'll add 150 to that. So we'll be sitting about 860 there to work with as a balance. If we haven't reached the £1,000 goal by next month, then I will be adding in the other 150 to top it up. Hopefully we don't need to, and I can withdraw it before then. But so what are we looking at? Let me get my calculator out here and do some quick math. So divided by 20, 50 days. So about a month and a half if we're earning £20 a day. I was going to say, why is this kicked off? Because it shouldn't have.
At Toaster from 2:26. And tonight we've also got 2 meetings with Doncaster, 10
That's
races
weird.
there, and also 12 races from Clonmel. That Clonmel card was transferred from Sunday to this evening. Due to the bad weather, it got called off on
Right,
Sunday, but they
so-
transferred it to this evening.
Yeah, but
Now, let's get things underway then with the first at the Cowley circuit. Oxford have approached on race number 1. Seven to 4 for Tarditia. He's put third last time out. It's close up there behind Savannah Yahoo.
Down in here.
Always handy in the run that day. A greyhound that's clearly effective in A2 level. Two-time
So at least
winner
actually we
A2s,
can watch
having
some of
recently
the
come down
races
the
there.
runs.
And
A1s.
let me see, do we even get on anything there? Because when I checked, it was showing the market as being suspended. Ah, there we go. So the bot just placed all its first bets.
Who's a five-time winner. Likes to run
let me
from the
see.
stripes. Really effective when popping out in front from this draw. 3-time winner in the stripe jacket. Gets a downgrade today, all right. It's been open racing and A1 racing the last 3 times. Last time that she
We
was
do
in
that,
A2,
we can see sort
she
of
made
what
all to
profits
win by
exactly
only
we're
4
on.
lengths. So notable
And I'll have a wee
downgrade
check here to see anybody's
for
in the
Taylor
chat.
Stanesky.
Oh,
Not
hello
to talk
Chris.
about the 3, that's Alana
Chris has been
Zesky.
in the Discord group. He's been helping me with quite a lot of strategies. And some staking plans. So a huge thanks to him as well. Oh, there we go.
10:32, and we're in A2 level.
So let's go.
Oxford, they're off. Racing out, Ebony
Here
Lass
we got.
broke well to lead from the 3 Alana Zesky. They're chased up by Taylor Stanesky. It's a couple of lengths.
We want 4 or 6 here to get the big profit of 7 and 7p.
The 4 Savannah Monroe down the far side. Ebony Lass showing by a length. 3's got the racing room up the inside.
There we go. 3's gone. We're going to get 1p profit here.
Out the back, Alana Zesky went on by 2 lengths to Taylor Stanesky.
1p.
Who's now in second. It's track 3.
Richie's rich.
Alana Zesky.
There you go. Skill that we can jump on and do this.
Then came the 4 Savannah Monroe, 5 Ebony Lass beat the 2 Tada T.
And we'll stay on and try and do another one. Oh, hello Ian, how's it going? I used AI to create an algorithm based on previous stats that worked pretty well, using split times, tracks form, and track bias. Very interesting. Now, I am awful at doing all the previous stats. So I'm always interested to look at different things from people. So you also said I use also a point system to find runners that have a lot of competition and lay a favourite, all using AI. What kind of AI is that, Ian? Is it just like ChatGPT or something like that? Let me see when the next race is here. Next race is until 10:48, fortunately, but we'll wait and see what this looks like on the bot once it all settles. Get it up. That's what she said. Right. Yeah, my VPS. Now I have disappeared. See, I'm moving everything around too much. So let's just start with ChatGPT, but being very specific on the prompting so it understands what each stat means. Interesting. I was talking to a friend yesterday, actually, and he used that. He started up a whole new business, limited company, and he used ChatGPT to create his whole business policies. And he said it was crazy, like how good it was, because he had no clue, and he just put in all the dimensions of what his business is, and then it just, because it knew all this already, it was just basing everything he was asking it to do around what his company was going to be. Even created him a logo. So I've never actually looked at ChatGPT before. Maybe it's about time I did. Actually, I'm lying. It wasn't through ChatGPT, but it was a friend's birthday, and I don't know if anybody's seen the wee ads, but I'd done a song, and the AI made a complete song. I put in the lyrics that I wanted, and it made a song out of it, like sang it and everything. It was quite cool. And Ian says, yeah, I use for a lot of things from an adult education company. There you go, so you're used to it. Yeah, I must go and check that out. I wonder if it could find out a lot of stats. Because I was looking online for like longest losing runs for like the 4th and the 5th favorite and stuff like that, but it wasn't really coming up with much in the greyhound. So there were some on the favourite, but now it could have just been the sites I was looking on quickly just to see. I think for the favourite, the longest losing run was 22. All right, it's not great on finding stats, but you can plug Excel sheets into it. I am awful at Excel, awful. Hence, Chris has been helping me out a lot. Like, I can work with Excel, I know how to use it, but the programming side of things, like, not great at. I probably could have sat down and looked at it properly, but I just don't have the attention span for it, to be honest. Let me see. We still not settled in that race? No. So, for anybody new to this is one of the main reasons why. I'll turn off the VPS here a minute. A lot of strategies can get hung up because for some weird reason, and I noticed it only does it on the UK, it doesn't do it in the Australian races. So we'll actually go over and look at an Australian race here. There's one, 10:35. Look, the winner's been given and all. It's instant. But for us, it's like super delayed. And it is such a pain because you're missing out on races. Now, the flip side of this, it could be a race that you would have got on and it lost, so it could save you that way. But I know, I'd rather just have the results as soon as possible and then you know. I don't get why it's taken 5 minutes to give a result. Like, we'll watch this Australian one here. It's at 10:38. I'll be kicking off soon. And as you see here as well, there's 8 dogs in the Australian ones, which is why I sort of stay away from it because there's more competition. And there's more chances of one of the bigger dogs or the higher odd dogs hitting off your favourite or whatever you're on. So I just don't like that fact. There was 8. 10:38. Come on, kick off. Can't watch these matches either. Yep, Ian K. He agrees. He's in the chat. He's saying he stays clear of the Oz races too. I did try loads, especially when it's on overnight for most of the races. So I don't like not being able to see what's happening. I've done that before in the past where I left it on thinking, my strat's good, and then you wake up the next morning to find out that no, the Australian one's just tanked you overnight. But it's what it is. So I just stay away from anything I can't keep an eye on as best as possible during the day. I can always just check in on my VPS and see. He said there's not much liquidity in larger races. All right. So then, well, there's 5,000 in this race currently, so it's not the worst. I've never really had too much issues with liquidity so far in any greyhound races. I was running a football strat that I'm trying to refine a wee bit more, as I mentioned in other videos. And the problem is some of the lower games, there's no liquidity in it. So I haven't played around with it enough yet, so I need to go and look. There we go, by the way. I just took off and we've got a winner already. Why are they able to do that so quick? Let me check Oxford there. Look, see? We're still not even settled in Oxford. And yet these 2 Australian ones have both settled. I don't get it. And there's also we won there as well, 3p. Oh. Yeah, as I was saying, so in that strategy, I want to see if there's a way to filter that out. So if there's no liquidity in a game, it could be a case of just picking out all the lower leagues as best as possible and not have it get on, because it has got a great. I went all Australian. Got great, a great strike rate. So, I want to look into it a bit more and see if I can refine it. All right. So Ian K says in the Australian market for laying it is not great. Backing is okay, but you get bad value on lays. Yeah. I haven't really done any lays on the Australian market, to be fair, either, so I wouldn't really have noticed. But we'll hang around just till we get this result in. If we ever get it in. We'll go back to the VPS here for a wee second. We'll have a wee look. So over on the VPS, self-explanatory. The horses one later on, so I'm going to be doing 2 in the place market. So back in the favourite to place, and then also back in second and third to place using a Dutching method. I tried doing it with Dutching on the favourite, but the odds are just too low. It wasn't getting on any races because I couldn't Dutch it between. Because if it's odds of 2 and you put 1p on, you can't get any less. You're only getting your 1p back. So it's quite. So you need to have it a bit higher than that, and then it just it doesn't work. So I did the back the favourite to place, and then we've got second and third, and we're touching that, and then we're just doing a staking plan for 2 to 4 and 4 to 6. Now, if anybody's watching this, as it says, today's the last day to join the Discord, because after the end of today, it's all going off. So it's all going to be changing. So if you're wanting to join, today's the last day. Just send me an email. The email should be in the description, hopefully. I'll try to remember to add that on. Right. So this is crazy. Look, still nothing. Chris Randall, did you decide on what stakes you are using for each strap, mate? Yes, I just sort of kept it as was. Let me go and have a wee look. Let me see. VPS. There we go. So my first one, it's on a 10p stake. At the moment, that's for the first and second to win. So you're roughly putting 5p on each. 2, 3, and 4, it's all set to 1p. 3p Dutch. 3 and 4, it's going to be similar. I think starting at 1p. Yeah. I think everything else is all 1p. Yeah. And then the staking plans that I have, they're all starting at 1p. I think the favourite to place on the horses, it starts at 10p. The second and third favourite to place, it's 15p. So it's 7.5p each. Basically, it's split between them. And then the other 2 horse ones, they're both at 10p. Just double check the bottom one case. Yeah, both at 10p. Because there's less races with the horses, so I give it a bit more room. Because there's less for it to get on, but that could bite me in the arse, as they say. Don't know what's going on with this race. At this rate of going, we might not even get on the next race because it kicks off in 4 minutes. Like, how boring is this? You know, you want to see what my profits, like my couple of pence that I won. And if anybody's maybe not watching now because we're on quite early, I'm surprised we have 9 people watching so early in the morning. But if anybody knows who's watching this now or watches it down the line, let me know. Why does it take so long for our races to settle? Because I'm baffled. Like, surely, especially when it was such a clear winner, I get if it was like a close finish or something, but the 3 dog ran away with it. You know, they said it on the announcement, even when you're watching the commentary. 3 dog clears the bell. Why is that not sent over? Is it to do with the tracks and how they send? Like, I don't know how it works. Like, who sends the information over to Betfair or what? But because I imagine it has to be brave and quick, because if you're watching the horse racing, the odds are constantly moving. Same with football. So they have to be getting that data from somewhere and pretty quick to react to situations. Because sometimes I've seen the odds change on Betfair before it has even in a race that I'm watching or a football match. Because I can see in here it says suspended. Say watching a football match, and it shows suspended, and they're like, "Well, what's going on? What's going on?" You look, and there's been nothing reported, and then it's a goal, and they know that before I've seen it. So it's just like, how can they get that data so quick, but they can't figure out who won the race within like 14 minutes? We'll hang around and we'll see if we get on in any in this race, but we might not, because I think some of them are set to unsettled markets. I don't think that one is actually. No. So we'll get on a few in this race then. So this is also the issue with unsettled markets, because you're getting on the next one, and that previous one could have lost. Now it doesn't matter with this strategy, because the way I have them set up on the staking plan, they're doing the same stake place.
Oxford can be up race number 2, the 1048.
I better turn that down in case it's double echoing from my PC.
Now 7-4 favourite in the black jacket. They go 5-2 for the 5 Black Rose Nico. 7-2.
I'm just reading the comments. I got Ballymac, if not a 32 yesterday. That made it a good day for the AI. Chris Randall, good job. The place. The fave didn't make your final cut. It just blew up with 8. Losing. Long losing run. Dog tracks have crap internet sometimes. Well, I suppose I could probably. There we go. We've got on. We've got on a bet there.
That opening contest in the end.
So, Oxford settle? No.
The Litter Sisters. Forecast was
there you go. We can see this one.
One vacant from the opener. So here for race number 2, nicely back Skib Sky, coming into it off the back of that third last time from a good way off the gallop, often quite slowly away recently. Skib Sky.
There you go. I was wondering why that race wasn't coming on. We can watch that again.
She's an 8-time winner here at the Sandy Lane circuit, but yet to get that first win in A6 grade. There's one in A7, but there's also
we're wanting
plenty in higher grades,
top 2,
A3s,
a nice
A4s,
one.
and A5s. So it's a bit of a misleading stat, perhaps. 0 for mate.
10p profit to start the day off.
With wins at plenty higher grades in the past. Nicely backed. Can she start a bit better than she has
and
done
then that'll
recently?
probably do us for the day. What I'll do is then
check
check in probably tomorrow morning with an update on all the results of the day.
Racing away. 2 started off pretty
There
handily.
we go.
5
Go
and
on
6
2.
also at a bit of early.
Go on 2. Oh.
4, getting to the opening bend. 2 holding sway.
Oh, yep. Oh, I think one's got him. Yeah.
Savannah Missy now lays down a big claim.
You can sometimes tell certain trends. Sometimes when I'm watching this, you can just tell when a dog's about to fall away.
Then 5 Black Rose Nico and 6 last.
Well, one we break even.
Off the bend towards home, Savannah Missy getting the better of Eileen Dron and Skib Sky.
1 and 2. There we go.
Has won it. Won the winner. Savannah Missy.
1 and 2 in that order. Maybe we should take up a wee commentary.
And then came Black Rose Nico, the 5. 6 boxing mates was
so last. 1 gets us a win in that. So we got 2p there. So on the place market, as you see,
wins race number 2,
it put 2p on. And we got 2p back.
And that is a 7th win at the track for this dog.
And that's again just about building up those small wins. Again, after a while you can increase this, but it's best to start small and safe. So, you know, when it does have a bad run, and it will have a bad run, it's sport, nothing's guaranteed. If anybody's been doing this long enough, they'll say the same thing. I once, and actually going by the stats, seen the favourite lose, I think it was 16 times in a row, 17 times in a row. You think, well, you're the favourite, you know, it shouldn't be happening, surely. But
second race at Oxford.
So I have no idea what happened here and why that's been held up so long.
Upcoming contest, trap 6 will be vacant. And after that third at Oxford,
no idea.
Will be over for our first at Tralee. They start at 11:30.
Baffled. So yeah. But look, I've been on here waffling for what, 24 minutes. But we're live, and I'll be keeping an eye on these ones throughout the day. Not too bad. It's at lower. Oh, Savannah Missy. So it was the 5th favourite there that just won. Nice odds there as well. That's why I've sort of like these strategies that I've added in today, because as I was talking last night in the video, although they've got a low strike rate, the high odds that they get on almost makes up for it. Because if you see there, if that first one there won, that was 25p, and it happens because there's the second race, and although the fifth favorite was 8.4, it was still good odds on it, but and that's a nice piece of profit for that strategy. And what that actually allows us to do now, once that resets in, is have 4 or 5 at the same stake before you've even lost any money. And I think number 3 won the first one, so again, odds 6.2. Number 3, sorry, the 4th favourite. I took the 3rd favourite out because I actually noticed the 3rd favourite was ridiculous. I think on one of the strategies I was testing, it went, I think it was like 30 in a row, just was not winning. 29 maybe, was it? It was around that, it was high. And it was just like, that's mad. So I have these set as well. Once they go to the end of their staking plan, they reset. So I think they're set up to £10. So worst case scenario goes to £10. You know what'll happen? Sod's Law, it'll go to back to 1p, and the 1p won't freaking win. I've seen that. But so it won't run away. It's not going to go out of control. And as I say, I have an overall max profit and loss set on this. So if that does happen, I'll not be losing any more than what I've already set. But I'll check to see if there's any more comments. There is. Internet sometimes. Ian K. Dog races are a little different to settling to. Checking for interference or foul play. Finalising and verifying results. Chris Randall says, definite issue with the 1032. Shouldn't have taken that long. And then Ian K. He says, in some cases, post-race testing is done to check if the winning dogs were under the influence of any banned substances. This is usually part of a broader anti-doping protocol, which could delay. Well, then Oxford's getting done today because, yeah. So, right, well, there's something I don't understand. You say about the interference, etc. How does that work in a race? Because horses don't seem to have to go that long before you get your result in. But I don't know enough about the rules in greyhounds to wonder why that would be. But, yep, there you go. I'll be going 27 minutes. Still not settled, which is disappointing. I would like to see that on the stream. But doesn't look like we're going to get it. That's nearly 30 minutes. That's really long. Yeah. Okay, we've got a few more messages. In K, officials review the race to check for any interference or rule violations. Dogs might obstruct or bump into each other during the race, which would unfairly influence the outcome. If interference is detected, officials may disqualify or adjust the placement of certain dogs, requiring additional time to settle the race. That seems a bit harsh, doesn't it? Like, surely a dog doesn't know it's bumping into somebody on purpose, to cause a violation. I know. Is that just me who thinks that? Is to check for interference or rule violations. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's a dog. My dog's a dumbass. It would just be all over the place. Agree, Chris. Chris Randall just said in the chat, would be good if BF Bot Manager, had a setting that if, for example, free races from a track were delayed or void, it would auto stop that track for races for the rest of the day. 100%. The biggest pet peeve I have is where a track gets delayed, and especially if you're on unsettled markets, it holds up your whole strat for the day. And then later on, it'll try to bet on a track which is delayed by a couple, an hour sometimes, and you're like, oh, come on. So I must reach out to BFBM and see if there is something to implement for that. But I'm sure if there was, they probably would have done it. It's probably just more complicated. I wouldn't know how to program that. So fair play to them. But we're not getting a result there by the looks of it. Oh, well, Ian K just said they're actually good at adding features on request. They added a bunch of features I suggested. Yeah, well, look, I'll reach out. I was in contact with them recently because they had to help me change Betfair accounts on my subscription. And then I done that and they still limited me again on the other account. Thankfully, you know what? I'm just annoyed I didn't put the £1,000 in at first, because if I'd done that, it would have been okay. But I put £500 in and then got that email saying they're restricting me until I provide whatever notice, and kept me down to £150, which is annoying. But I'll have £850 in it, so it's still close enough. If it blow to £850, well then I'll cry. But at least I'll save the £150, I suppose. But yeah, look, there's 31 minutes, so I'll go because there's no. I'm gonna see if the other one's settled. No, so I think it's probably an issue at Oxford not giving the results over, because two of them shouldn't be went that long, because it's been 10 minutes since that race finished. Sheffield's in at 11:01. Yeah, don't know. Baffled. Baffled. Yep. So I'll go on and wait. Well, we wait for the. What do you reckon? Do you want me to wait till 11:01 Sheffield and then go, or call it quits, because it could be a while? It's not very entertaining when we can't even look at the results and see how well they're doing. No, still nothing on that one. And that's 3 minutes away. Close. Right. Yeah, what I'll probably do is then I'll leave it there, because I'm not going to wait around a bit. I have a few things to get done today. And yeah, I will probably check back in. I'll say it'll be tomorrow morning again, and we'll look at the results from the day before. If not, maybe later tonight, but realistically it's looking more like tomorrow. So remember, anybody watching, today's the last day to join Discord. If you want, just fire over a message or an email. I can give you instructions of what's needed. As from today, after the end of today, it will be moving over to a monthly subscription. But again, all based on these results that I'll be showing you. And yeah, but if you find this helpful, remember, always give me a like, hit that little subscribe button and all that nonsense. And until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye now.